Hello everyone, this is the Actions X bringing you another commentary. But this one is just a bit different. This one is actually on Call of Duty Black Ops Nazi Zombies. This is the map Kino during Toten. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but you get the idea. So I got this game through Gamefly a few days ago and decided to kind of learn a little bit about the map and maybe share a few things that I learned about. So the overall size of this map is actually about the size of Doris. You know, not too big, not too small, kind of just right. There are several doors, and from my experience, there haven't been any camper-friendly spots. By that I mean like how in Doris there was the catwalk that everyone camped at, or over there near the trench gun building. I haven't really run into any of that. Most of this map is actually more or less encouraging you to pretty much maneuver around the map the entire time. Well, maybe most of the time. But I've found a few strategies that seem to work for me, and figured I might go ahead and post those and see what you guys think of it, and see if it helps you guys any. I'm not sure if it'll work on multiplayer or not. I haven't really done a whole lot of multiplayer zombies yet, but I do like the new map and everything, and the gunshot sounds are just amazing to me. Like how they don't sound so cheesy. They actually sound a bit more realistic. And if you noticed, that is a part of the meteorite as found in Kino Numa and talked about at Verrucht and all that good stuff. And basically there's 3 of them laid out across the entire map. And if you look at them and press and hold X, then you'll activate the music once all 3 have been found. And the music for this map is just absolutely awesome. I love it, and a lot better than the other ones in my opinion. But yeah, it's very easy to find, and also a feature they added to single player is quick revive. If you purchase quick revive and you go down single player, then you'll actually begin to revive yourself. And I thought that was pretty cool, but the machine actually disappears after 3 uses, 3 or 4, somewhere around in there. So it's not unlimited, because at first I thought, well, if it's unlimited, then that'd be kind of pointless. But yeah, that's why it's only like 500 points. So they do have perks on this map, obviously, but double tap is right through these double doors and through that metal door, which I'll show you in just a second. Yeah, this is a basic layout of this room. But anyways, like I was saying, through a metal door to the left, right there, is double tap and an alleyway and all that good stuff. But usually I stay here and finish off the round with my handgun, because I don't want to waste ammo. And then I buy that little SMG off the wall that I showed you recently, and I'll roll with that for a little while, and use up the M14 as well, because I bought that as soon as I spawned. And basically the box is never going to be in the same place when you play. Like, it's not always going to be in that one spot like it was on World at War. It's pretty much always in different areas of the map, which is kind of annoying, but I mean, you know, it does alright. And if you notice the board above the box, when the power is turned on, wherever the box is, a little light will turn on, the green light, and on that little board, and that tells you where the box actually is. And I thought that was pretty amazing, so you don't have to go around looking for the box for about 5 minutes. But I thought that was a very interesting add-on they put in here. And as far as buying guns off the wall, they're actually fairly decent. I mean, you know, you have a few SMGs, you have one M16 that I've seen, and one or two shotguns. Yeah, one where you spawn Olympia, and another one, I forget what it's called, but you can buy another shotgun off the wall. But yeah, I pretty much just kind of stay in this area for 1 or 2 rounds, depending on what my ammo situation is and all that good stuff. And then I move out into the alleyway, and the alleyway is probably the easiest part, and it's also really easy for dogs because they either come from your left or your right. They never really spawn behind you and all over the place basically. But dogs in this map, nothing really special. They're just kind of maybe upgraded a little bit as far as graphic detail and all that good stuff. But I mean, they're not really all that much different, other than more, you know, detail for graphics, like I said. But the zombies haven't changed either, as you've noticed. But you do get about 5 grenades, I think it is, which is pretty sweet. I love that fact, because 4 was good, 5 is better. And he scared the mess out of me right there. But yeah, there is Pack-a-Punch on this map. Not everyone knows how to do that yet, but all you have to do is link up the teleporter to the teleporter pad, and use the teleporter, and it teleports you to this separate room. And you have about, I think it's 25 seconds to upgrade your guns, and then leave. It automatically teleports you after 25 seconds. And usually you're sent to the pad, but sometimes you're sent to what appears to be a child's room, which is kind of debatable as to whether it's Samantha's room from World at War. But I mean, you know, personal thoughts and opinions. But there's not as much writing on the wall in this one as there was over at World at War, rather. There were a lot of hints, and they barely touched on subjects as to what the actual Nazi zombie storyline is, and more information about that. They just kind of barely touched it. They like gave you just enough information to make you want to, you know more. They didn't tell you everything. But in this map, there's really nothing that hints about the whole plot and storyline of how it got started and how it ends and all that stuff, except for Beware the Six, which is referring to Nova 6. If you actually played the campaign yet, the Nova 6 is a gas that basically eats your flesh or something like that, and mutates you and all that good stuff. And there's actually, I guess they're called monkeys. I don't really know. People say they're monkeys. People say they're just really mutated people. I don't really know. But there are these things, put it that way, that are filled with some kind of gas. I believe it's Nova 6. But when you kill them, they'll kind of lay down for a few seconds, and then they'll suddenly just explode, and they release a gas. I want to pause for 1 second. Here is another meteorite. So just so you know, that's 2 of 3. But yeah, when they die, they lay down, they blow up, and they actually wound the zombies, which is amazing in some ways, because it saves you a little bit of ammo, but at the same time you lose the points. So this kind of the whole thing about strategizing when to kill them and all that stuff. And as you notice, they have claymores instead of bouncing betties, which I think is pretty cool. And they have a turret. Well, they have 2 turrets that I've seen in this map. And personally, I do not recommend buying the turret in the theater until later rounds, because in the earlier rounds it just kind of sprays and never gets any kills, and you do not get any points for it. So as you can see, there's no time limit on linking the teleporter, which is awesome. But the only catch is you have to relink it every time you use it. So don't forget that. That's very important. But usually around round 6 to 8, I usually pick up my quick revive and juggernaut just to be safe, because that's when they kind of start getting a little fast and they start kind of swarming just a little bit. But up there is the pack-a-punch in that theater room, whatever you call it. But yeah, it's pretty good, and I like it a lot. I like this whole new system they have. Leave that door shut. I always do. It seems to be more easier for running around to have them just coming from 2 places instead of all 3, because they will sometimes come through that side door that I came down with the stairs, and they'll come from behind the stage and out there in the audience part of the area. So just pretty much watch the left and right sides, and whenever you get a nuke, always look around for the drops, because here lately I've been getting double nukes. Like just about every time I get a nuke, another one's gonna pop up, which is pretty strange. I'm not sure if it's a glitch or if it's just, you know, what just to help you out or something, but it's kind of weird. But drops are actually more common in this game, which I really like. It's not as let's see, what's the word for it? Rare to see a max ammo as it was in World at War. It seemed like at World at War it was maybe once every 10 rounds and you had already gotten rid of the guns that you loved for ammo. But they seem to happen at just the right times. Once or twice I do run out of ammo with one of my 2 guns, but as you can see, I get kind of spray happy a little bit. But another tip for this map is try not to stay in one place too long. Like if you feel like you're losing it a little bit, then just start moving around the map, like I did just then. Had I kept going around the stage, I would have probably wound up getting down. But you know, just don't be afraid to move around, because I mean, you have plenty of space to do it, and you know, it's no big deal if you run. So yeah, it's, let's see, round 8, and I'm running out of time for my first video, so I'm gonna have to divide this into several different parts. So for now, I'm gonna bring this video to a conclusion and upload it, and then upload my other ones, so make sure to tune in. Later.